Well, it's that time of year to check the lawnmower blade and make sure it is sharp. It's springtime and it's going to be repeated grass cuttings throughout the summer on into the fall. And when I've got a new crop of grass coming up, I don't want the blades to beat it to pieces. I want the blades to be nice and sharp. So we're going to go through the quick and easy way to sharpen a lawnmower blade. First things first, since you're going to be turning your lawnmower over to access the blade, go ahead and on your oil access and your gasoline access, put plastic bags under the lids to keep fluids from running out into your garage, your yard, or driveway. Once you've got your lawnmower turned over on its side, you can access the bolt that is going to need to be loosened to take your blade off and to remove this brace holding your blade. And while you're under, you can have a look-see to see whether there's any old clumps of dried grass or weeds that might be in the way. Now, when you're turning this bolt to loosen it, the blade is going to move. So you're going to have to figure out how to prevent the blade from going around. And we'll look at how to do that later. Now, looking at my blade, it's pretty dull. So it is time for a good sharpening. So let's get this blade blocked and let's get this bolt removed. I always hold on to extra pieces of wood, be they 4x4s or landscape timbers, as in this case. And this will keep the blade from turning while I'm trying to loosen the nut. The particular socket that fits is a 5/8 inch. Now let's get it turning. Well, this is what fits, but you'll see it's not really that long. So the oomph I'm gonna have to put to loosen this, I am not going to be strong enough to do this. I've learned from the past. So you need to take in account things like this and give yourself a leveraging advantage. I happen to have a lot of bamboo around my property, so this guy is going to give me an advantage on loosening things up. And it's already starting to loosen. So let's go at it again here. Give me a long enough lever and I can move the entire earth. Okay, it is loose now, so I don't need that. I can just use this right here. Necessity is the mother of invention. Okay, She's coming off. And there we have it. We'll just leave all this right here. And let's go sharpen this baby up. So your next logical step is going to be put this to a grinder or a file of your choice. Now this is not something I can do and hold the camera at the same time. So we'll tune back in when I get things sharpened up. Okay, overall, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's do the other side. Okay, both sides of the blade have been sharpened. I'm pretty happy with that. But there is one key thing you have to make sure of before you put it back on the saw, on the mower. And that is, you have to make sure it is balanced. So I have a trick. You can either use a coat hanger or a screwdriver or whatever. You want to see that your blade is hanging somewhat horizontal to the ground. Hold on here. I have to hold the screwdriver horizontal to the ground. That is a pretty decent balance. So I didn't take too much off on either side. So this blade is ready to go back onto the mower. So you make sure your blade is lined up the same way it came off, which this was on the bottom, and then this brace down here goes right there, and there's the bolt. I'll switch this socket and wrench back to tighten, and we'll be good to go. And that's pretty much it. So you switch your stabilizing blocks onto the other side of the blade as you tighten it. And here we go. And the blocks have kept it from not doing what you would want. Now let's get my leverage helper here. Grab the end of things and you tighten appropriately. You don't have to look for bamboo to do this. All you need is a good pipe. You don't want it loose. Lord knows that'd be a mess. So you tighten it up. But now she's lined up and she's tight. And that's it. We'll crank her up, see how she goes. And there we go. Running fine. It's running fine. It's not shaking. It's not wobbling. I will say one thing though. When you had your machine up on its side, you may have to give it a whole lot of pulls because it doesn't like leaning on its side. I don't know what happens where the gas goes or the oil sits or whatever. I went ahead and topped it off with gasoline. And after about 20 pulls, she cranked up. So that's pretty much it on how to sharpen your lawnmower blade. This puppy is ready now for a full season of grass cutting. I hope you learned something. Ciao.